Hey guys, how you going? So another fantastic week here on the homestead, and just like clockwork, the weekend's come around again, and we've had thunderstorms. So the ground once again really wet. So the barn is coming down, as you can see. I've just been digging out the foundations here. All along this trench here, that's the foundations coming out, and I've taken those stones and moved them up into the front yard where I've been making a couple of stone walls. So I'll show you the stone walls that have been going on. We've also started to harvest the corn, just to get that in out of this wet weather that we're having at the moment. And it's alternating between very wet and very, very hot. So the weekdays we're getting up to the 36s and above. So I really only have a couple of hours in the morning, get up around 5, work through till 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, things start getting far too hot for any work to be happening. But anyway guys, I will go and show you the stone wall. I'm sure the puppies will be around. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week. And lastly, I'd just like to say it's my birthday next week, but of course this will be the only video out before then. So a very, very happy birthday to my twin brother James. I hope you have a very happy birthday, and yeah, happy birthday James. Alright then guys, well, talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye. Hey guys, how you going? So we've got some pretty big pumpkins growing up here. Yeah, some nice big pumpkins, and we've had a lot of rain, and as you can see, some of the corn has fallen over, but that's okay because it's about time we started harvesting this corn. Now, how do we know when it's a good time to harvest? Well, if you look at the hair on top and it's all gone brown, that's usually a sign that it's a good time to harvest. Now, if we look inside this one, you can see the kernels just there, yellowing up quite nicely. This one's a bit early, but because we've had so much rain, we really need to get this off the plant now, because as the rain works down inside this, all that happens is you end up with a load of mold and damage happening to the corn inside. So after a heavy rain, if it's close enough, now's the time to harvest. So to harvest, all you do is turn the corn downwards, and that should break the stem. Yeah, and then all that's holding it on is the leaves. And there's your corn harvest. Now we're going to put this in the basket, and then what we kind of do is come back and cut down that corn plant to thin out for any that are very far behind, ready to harvest. Well, as you can see, we've got the corn there. That's getting ready to, it's drying out, and once it's dried out it'll go through this, which is the little corn chucker. But first of all it has to dry, otherwise it'll just churn it up. Hey little Luna. Hey little Chonkers, how you doing? How you doing, Chonkers? Oh, good girl. Well guys, even though it doesn't actually look like much corn has come down, it's still lots of corn there. If you look on the floor, you get an idea of how much we've actually taken out. There's a hell of a lot of stuff, and there is a lot more space in there to see from, but yeah, so we've still got loads of corn left up, and that's just because this stuff is still either young and way behind, not produced any corn, or the corn is still very small and hasn't been fertilized yet. So we'll just wait and see what else comes out of this patch as time goes on. Well guys, one thing I didn't mention about what I was doing with the corn as I thin it out and drop it down here, including all the husks. So all of the plant material that I can goes straight back into the field where it came from. And that means as this corn grows, it's obviously taken a specific balance of elements out of the ground, be it potassium, nitrogen, or any of the others. Anyway, as it grows, it leaches those specific types out of the ground. Now, if we drop the corn back exactly where it was and compost it there, that means this soil won't go out of balance as quickly, because we're only taking the fruit away from the field. We're not taking all of the actual plant material. Yeah, so as you can see, all of these mud bricks, they just start to break up as soon as they get wet. These have only been down for a little while, and as you can see, they're already starting to melt. It doesn't take much rain to actually ruin mud bricks. As long as they're kept dry, fantastic things. But a little bit of rain and they just start to fall apart. So once they're covered, then they're fine. But we've got this next section. So that this barn is built in 6-7 sections. This whole one's taken down. I've been backfilling this line here. This was the foundation line, came all the way up to here, and then the foundation goes along there. Just been digging out the stones from that. It goes down about 3 feet, and then backfilling as we go along. And we got some roots out when we were there, so that was fun. And but yeah, just backfilled it with all the bricks, and then we'll be leveling off this whole area. And this will be a field next year. These piles of debris would just get burnt off. And yeah, it's a mixture of mud brick and ash, and it actually gives a fantastic growing surface. So yeah, and this week obviously removed the wooden barricade and built this retaining wall here. This one just a very simple retaining wall, just because it's a low raised bed, and the actual wall is still being constructed here. But yeah, just to give you, I mean, these are not small rocks by anyone's standards. Moving these around by myself was quite fun.